Hey y'all, welcome back to Mac the Maverick, where we talk all things well-rounded womanhood like civic engagement. This is kind of an impromptu video, but I am at my desk, so it is kind of a serious topic. Today was the primary election here in Tennessee, and I felt I'd be remiss if I didn't use what little corner of the internet I have to remind people to get out and exercise their right to vote. I don't have to remind you how tense the political climate is here in the United States right now, but also how many very serious and important issues are at stake, and not just at the presidential level. Today, as I was going down and scanning my ballot and casting my vote, it just reminds me of how important it is to get out and vote in the midterms in our state and local election. I know a lot of people are disillusioned with the presidency and the things that happen in Washington and all that good stuff, but a lot of those same people are also frustrated with what's going on at home. They're frustrated with the potholes in their streets, the quality of their schools. They're upset about losing libraries and parks and rec and not having enough law enforcement officers and not having good enough public transit. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you're concerned about those issues, you need to make sure you get out and vote for your city council people, your aldermen, your state representatives and senators, your governors. Those are the people who have the most impact, perhaps, on the things that affect you in your community every single day. So yeah, don't wait till November. A lot of people have primaries, I know, that are coming up here in August and September, so on and so forth. If you want to see change in your local community, yes, get out and vote in November for sure, but also make sure that you're paying attention to what's happening in your state and local government. That said, please, I'm begging you to do your own research. I have been seriously considering a hiatus or just really scaling down my social media usage for the next several months because of how aggravated I am with the amount of misinformation that is floating around. People get attached to their own ideas, their preferences, their biases, and so they tend to run with whatever they see on the internet without fact checking a word of it. And a lot of it is dangerous. It's not just the regular did they do this or that. We got people running around with misinformation about people's personal lives, their ethnicity, gender, just a bunch of nonsense. What I'm trying to tell you is just don't take every Facebook post you see at face value. Don't just look at a headline without actually reading an article. And for the love of all things truthful, TikTok. I don't have nothing against TikTok. I have a TikTok account that I barely use, but I have one, and it kind of makes me cringe a little bit when people say it must be true because I saw it on TikTok, or it must be valid because I saw it over there. We still have that problem with Facebook and Instagram too, but TikTok is the new thing. Y'all, don't believe everything you see over there. A wise old person once told me, believe only half of what you see and none of what you hear. And that sounds extreme, but it's just a reminder to do your own research with reputable sources, fact check things before you just believe them and run with them at face value. A lot of us are lazy. I hate to use that word, and it's easier just to scroll through our timeline and develop all our ideas that way. But y'all, it's too serious out here, and the issues are too important to not take the time and understand what stuff really means. Also, on a more positive note, I had a flashback as I was visiting my polling place today. When I was a kid, my dad would pick us up from school on election day, and we would go with him to cast his ballots. And that was my first experience and exposure to the electoral process. And I so appreciate him and my mom as well for modeling that for me. So if you have children as they're growing up and coming of age, if you are able to take them with you, take them with you. As a kid, it's kind of fun, but as an adult, I appreciate having that level of responsibility and duty modeled for me. So now it's just ingrained. If you want your kids to adopt that practice, if you want them to see that that is something that they need to do, then show them. Show them. Talk to them about it. Let them see that you are taking the time out to invest in your community and stand and be counted. Even if you can't do anything else, that is one thing that you can do to affect change. So be sure to check with your local election commission for more information about your registration status, your polling place, your sample ballots, so that you can see what's being voted on and make some educated decisions before you go in. Also, I believe it's vote.org that has more information, more general, that can get you there as well. I'll put those links down in the description bar in case anyone needs them. But y'all, please do get it out and exercise that right that people fought, dead, and bled and died for not too long ago. It is so important. Your vote counts and your voice matters. So I will see you guys soon, hopefully for a lighter topic, but this was important. Get out and vote.